Hey guys, it's Heidi. Welcome back to the Inside Out Beauty. And in today's episode, I wanted to make a comparison review between two very famous Benefit highlighters. One is Benefit Highbeam and the other one is Benefit What's Up. So if you guys were currently on the fence whether to get any of these highlighters, or if you were curious to find out more about the differences between them, then stay tuned because I'm going to try to answer all your questions in this video. But before we begin, please make sure you're subscribed for new videos Monday to Friday. I do have to apologize that I haven't uploaded Monday and Tuesday, and the reason for that is that I had the worst ear pain. I'm currently on antibiotics. If you sense any weird energy, that's the reason. I'm definitely a lot better than I was on Monday, but I'm still not 100%. So let me just give you a very quick intro on the products and kind of my background with them so that I can very quickly go ahead and do the application part that I'm sure you guys are waiting for. So today is going to be my very first time trying the Benefit What's Up highlighter, but I've been a loyal fan of the Highbeam for a while. I've had these for the longest time, lasts a very long time because goes a really long way with Benefit Highbeam. Look at that, it's like there's still a third of the bottle there. And I think it's been about at least 2 years, maybe more. It does get a little bit dry. But it still performs really well. I don't feel the need to throw it away or anything like that. That said, for the sake of this video, I did buy a new and fresh Benefit Highbeam that I'm going to be applying today. I just thought it would be fair since the Benefit What's Up is also brand new, and you know, time can indeed alter the performance of products even though they do not in theory expire. They do not have at least a printed expiration date on their packaging. They still kind of perform differently as time goes by, and especially if they're in contact with you know, the oxygen in the air. They may oxidize and they may dry out. So I wanted to make these a very fair battle of the Benefit highlighters, kind of compare new one versus new one, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you both packagings so that you guys can compare. With Benefit Highbeam, you get 13 milliliters or 0.45 US fluid ounces for $26. So Benefit What's Up is a little bit more pricey. It is $30, and for those $30, you are getting 9.4 grams or 0.33 ounces. I would say Highbeam is much cheaper than this one because you're actually getting a lot more product. The other difference is that Benefit Highbeam is a liquid highlighter and the Benefit What's Up is a cream highlighter. Benefit What's Up comes in this little tube that you can twist, and this little cream bar with the highlighter comes out. Have on the other side a little sponge that is used to blend it out. I think Benefit has the cutest packaging always, and I'm never gonna get tired of saying that. So Benefit Highbeam comes in this kind of nail polish type of applicators. This is a very iconic type of Benefit packaging because it's being used for all their Benetins, Benefit Post-it Tint, Lola Tint, Chatta Tint, all their tints. And it's also used on their Sunbeam and Highbeam highlighters. By the way, if you're interested in learning the difference between Benefit Sunbeam and Benefit Highbeam over here, I will link my comparison review in the description box. Another difference between these two highlighters is that the Benefit Highbeam has kind of a pearlish pink shade, and the Benefit What's Up has more of a neutral champagne, almost universally flattering shade. So that is kind of something to consider. If you're on the fence whether this pearlish pink from the Highbeam highlighter would be flattering on you, then you probably would be safer getting the Benefit What's Up just because you have that champagne universal shade. I think this one is a safer choice just because of the more neutral shade that it offers. Now, Benefit has been describing Highbeam as their supermodel in a bottle highlighter. They also say this formulation is a luminescent complexion enhancer and every makeup artist's secret to a healthy glow. I'm just going to be applying it in just one more second, just bear with me. But I wanted to say something about the benefit claims on the WhatsApp. This is described as a soft focus highlighter for the face. So I'm thinking this would be more suitable for mature skin, for everybody, but especially for mature skin. At least that's kind of what I'm hinting so far. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply Highbeam on the right side of my face and WhatsApp on the left side. So of course, as always, feel free to apply it as you see fit. There's tons of makeup brushes and sponges that would work really well with a liquid highlighter. Of course, I'm going to show you how I like to do it, and I'm very fond of their nail polish applicators. I think they're kind of small and they let you dot it really easily on over the cheekbone. That's where I'm going to be applying it right now. It's also pretty precise to kind of lighten up the inner corner of the eyes. So from my pupils downwards, I imagine there's a line and I apply that on the higher point of my cheekbones. From that area, kind of spreading it a little bit upwards, just like this, just dotting like this. I'm just using my finger to blend it out. I just think that works really well for me, of course, as long as your fingers are clean. So hopefully you can see that. This is a highlighter that you can absolutely build up. So that means that you can definitely layer the highlighter to get a more dramatic highlight by a little second layer, and just really gently blend with my fingers, just dabbing, don't rub. So as you guys can see, it gives you this very quick pearlescent effect. Because of its very light liquid formulation, it kind of blends in really nicely, especially if you have dry skin like me. I've indeed applied powder products beneath these, so prior to the application of this highlighter, and it goes very well on top of that. It doesn't make them look muddy or anything of that sort. Now, if you guys have oily skin, I don't think I would go with a liquid formulation. In my opinion, it will make you look too oily. All right, so now comes the very interesting part for me, because finally I'm going to be trying out the Benefit WhatsApp, which I've had separated and untouched for such a long time, just waiting to make this video for you guys. So I just wanted to be kind of true to the product instructions, and if you go to the Benefit Cosmetics website and the demos that they make, they're applying directly with the bar. I do strongly suggest that you do not do that, just because in the long run it may not be very hygienic. But just for the sake of this video and to be a good girl and follow Benefit Cosmetics instructions when applying the products, at least for the very first time, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to do exactly what they're telling you to do, and then I'm going to be using this little sponge on the other side to blend it in. Now that said, in the future I will only use a brush to pick up some of the highlighter, and then to blend in I'm going to be using my beauty blender, kind of moving on. I just feel that my skin is going to be safer if I do it that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and draw like a line there on the same area that I did on the other side. And I can tell you right now that I'm liking the shade. Let me just blend it in using the little sponge. So it's not a super good sponge. I think the Beauty Blender would do a better job, but it does the trick. So if you kind of carry this in your purse, it's helpful, I guess. All right, so again, it worked well on top of other powder products, because I have tried highlighters that did not. And hopefully you can see it there. I think that I'm actually liking more the WhatsApp in the sense that it seems like it's kind of going in smoother. It feels like it's almost undetectable to the eye. I mean, it's not only the way you're seeing it on the camera, but I'm looking at the mirror right here. Even with the little sponge there, I feel like it blended out really nicely. And even though the glow is not dramatically different, I can still see this one kind of looks a lot more natural. I don't know, let me know if you think the same or not. I guess in the end, it's a matter of personal preference. But I do feel that this one does look more of the natural radiance, whereas the Highbeam looks a little bit more like a frozen kind of highlighter, kind of more intense and maybe a little bit less natural. than the WhatsApp, but then again I did apply 2 layers of this one, so let me just try build this side up with the Benefit WhatsApp and see if that changes anything. So there goes a second layer, and again I'm gonna be a good girl and use the tools provided by Benefit Cosmetics. And it's really amazing how this one kind of really gets into your skin. So one last time, let's compare. This is the Benefit WhatsApp side, and this is the Benefit Highbeam side. So which side do you like best? I have to say that I think I am digging more the new one. I just hate to say that because I have 2 bottles, kind of 1 1/3 bottle of Highbeam, and I have just this one of WhatsApp, and clearly this is a lot more expensive and you get less product, and this one has been so good to me over the years. A little goes a long way. This is actually a very good, very solid highlighter. I feel like the Benefit WhatsApp shade is like so natural on my skin tone and with kind of the rest of the makeup that I'm wearing today. And I don't know what you guys think. It doesn't look like slightly more natural on this side? And I also feel like this one does have kind of a more forgiving, diffusing effect on the fine lines near my eyes. So I think I'm digging more the new one. And I don't think it's out of novelty because I'm a very loyal person. That's kind of my personality. So yeah, I mean, I think this one is definitely more for everyday wear. The Highbeam would be better for paler, fair toned skins that are really going for a very kind of bam type of highlighter. I have to say, if you push me hard now and say, but Heidi, which one will you repurchase? I would go with the WhatsApp one. I don't know, I'm kind of in love right now. So that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for new videos Monday to Friday. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Bye.